Every morning, at the same minute, you step out of the same door. Same bag over the shoulder, same coffee in hand, same left turn at the corner. And every morning, before your foot hits the pavement, a pigeon is already on the curb. Not pecking, not drifting. Waiting, one eye turned toward the exact point where you will appear. You have never fed it. You have never looked at it closely. And yet it lifts its head seconds before you round the corner. Not because it sees you, but because it knows you are coming. That bird is keeping a ledger of your habits, and it is longer than you think. Right now, on 1,000 curbs, pigeons are standing at the exact points where their humans will appear. At this moment, one is feeling the minute of your arrival gather in its body like heat rising off pavement. You will come to sense what it is to be a fixed point in another creature's map of time. A pull as steady and physical as gravity. If you have ever suspected the city watches back, this channel is a quiet place for people like you. Subscribe and keep watching with us, because what is at stake here is not the pigeon. It is the edge of your own perception. The fact that you are being read fluently by a mind you have never bothered to read. Start with memory. In one study, wild, untrained pigeons recognized individual human faces and were not fooled when the person changed clothes. Separate work on their visual memory found they can hold hundreds of images and still remember them years later. You forget a password in a month. It will hold your face for a decade. All of it stored in a brain that weighs about as much as a single coin, packed with some 300 million neurons. Now set that memory on a clock. A pigeon carries a circadian instrument so precise that, navigating by the sun, it corrects for the hour as the star moves across the sky. Biologists call it a time-compensated compass, which means the bird on your corner is not guessing at your routine. It is reading a timetable written in light. You are not a stranger to it. You are an appointment. Most people believe a pigeon lives moment to moment, a creature of crumbs and chance, drifting wherever food appears. The reality is the opposite. Put a pigeon on a fixed schedule in the lab, and its body begins to quicken as the rewarded minute approaches. It feels an interval closing the way you feel a train pulling into the platform. Long before cities existed, its cliff-dwelling ancestors timed their days to light and weather. The clock was already there. We simply became part of it. During the Second World War, armies trusted that precision with their lives, handing message pigeons missions where a second of error meant a captured soldier. The bird on your curb descends from that lineage. It did not happen to be standing there. It arrived early. It computed you. Now multiply that bird by a city. Researchers at the University of Oxford fitted homing pigeons with GPS trackers and watched them build habitual flight paths, personal commutes, refined over days, then followed out of habit even when shorter routes existed. One tracked bird flew the same detour every day for weeks, a route it had invented, now as binding as a train line. Every feeder, every bakery door, every office exit on your street is a station in a mesh of routines held in thousands of small heads. Your 70/40 is not yours. It is one thread in a city-wide timetable that begins before sunrise and outlasts the last train. The morning you call yours is being kept, precisely by minds you will never meet. You are not walking through the city. You are walking through its memory of you. Pull back and look at what this means. Attention, you assume, flows one way. You notice the pigeon briefly and then forget. But awareness is not a spotlight you own. It is a web, and you are a node in it. A reliable event in another creature's day, a landmark in its sense of time. To be known this precisely by something you have never once considered is not surveillance. It is something older. It is what it feels like to belong to a place without knowing you belong. Tomorrow, at the same minute, you will step out of the same door. The pigeon will be on the curb, but the curb is no longer just a curb. It is a meeting kept by two creatures who have never spoken. The street will be ordinary. That was never the same as empty. Tell me in the comments. Have you ever noticed an animal waiting for you, same place, same time? I read everyone. You will round the corner. It will lift its head. You are expecting.